In English football, some rivalries are born from geography, others from a fight for trophies. But one rivalry runs deeper, fueled by centuries of conflict, industrial competition, and a divide that splits families, workplaces, and an entire region. This is the story of Tyne versus Wear. This is Newcastle United versus Sunderland. Forget what you know about other derbies. This one feels different. It's raw. It's visceral. The noise, the passion, the sheer, unfiltered hatred. It's a fixture so intense it requires a police operation on the scale of a state visit. For 90 minutes, two tribes go to war, and the echoes of victory and defeat linger for years. But to understand why, you have to go back way before football was even invented. Long before the first ball was kicked, the River Tyne and the River Wear were locked in a struggle for dominance. These were the industrial heartlands of England, built on coal and shipbuilding. Newcastle, on the Tyne, and Sunderland, on the Wear, were competing ports, economic adversaries fighting for the same trade and resources. This rivalry even has roots in the English Civil War, when Newcastle backed the king and Sunderland sided with Parliament. They were on opposite sides of history itself, so by the time football arrived in the late 19th century, the rivalry was already baked in. The pitch just gave it a new battlefield. Sunderland Association Football Club was founded in 1879, a team forged in the working-class communities of the Wearside shipyards. 13 years later, in 1892, Newcastle United was formed from the merger of two existing clubs, representing the pride of a bustling city on the Tyne. From the very beginning, they were destined to be enemies. In the early days, Sunderland were the giants, tyne-wear, the team of all talents, winning the league title 3 times in the 1890s. Newcastle, meanwhile, carved out a reputation as cup specialists, building their own legacy. The first competitive derbies weren't just football matches. They were explosions of pre-existing tension. The rivalry that had simmered for centuries finally had a scoreboard. As the 20th century rolled on, the tyne-wear derby became the biggest event on the northeast calendar. Sunderland continued their league success, while Newcastle collected FA Cups. The matches grew rougher, the crowds louder, the identity more tribal. Thousands of fans would travel by train, and clashes outside the grounds became common. It was a rivalry that literally divided households. You'd find homes with one room decked out in Sunderland's red and white, and the next in Newcastle's black and white. For families in the northeast, Derby Day wasn't just a game, it was a declaration of allegiance. Then came the modern era, and the rivalry intensified to a new level. The 1970s and 80s brought the dark days of football hooliganism across England, and the Tyne-wear derby became one of its most notorious flashpoints. Policing the fixture turned into a massive, complex operation, trying to keep two sets of fiercely passionate, and sometimes violent, fans apart. On the pitch, the stakes were higher than ever. Ask any fan from that era about the 1990 FA Cup semi-final playoff. Sunderland, the underdogs from the division below, travelled to St James Park and stunned their Highfling rivals. The victory for the Black Cats was for the Magpies, it was a wound that has never fully healed. It cemented a core truth of this fixture. Losing a derby hurts more than losing a season. It's a pain that stays with you. The arrival of the Premier League in the 1990s brought the derby to a global audience. The passionate, swashbuckling era of Kevin Keegan's Newcastle went head-to-head with the gritty, determined Sunderland sides managed by Peter Reid. The drama was relentless. Who could forget the infamous moment when Paolo Di Canio, then a player for another team, shoved a referee at St James Park? Years later, he would return as Sunderland's manager, a pantomime villain for the Toon Army and a hero for the Mackames, sliding on his knees in celebration after a famous derby win. That victory was the start of an unprecedented and painful period for Newcastle fans. Between 2011 and 2016, Sunderland achieved something that once seemed impossible. They won 6 straight derbies, 6 consecutive occasions of Wearside celebration and Tyneside misery. Each win was a dagger, twisting the knife further. The images from that time are unforgettable. The pitch invasions, the tears of joy and despair, the pure, unadulterated emotion that only this fixture can produce. The rivalry lives far beyond the 90 minutes on the pitch. It's in the songs sung from the terraces, the clever and often brutal banners, the murals and graffiti that mark territory in towns and villages across the region. During Derby week, the atmosphere is electric. Schools are split, pubs are divided, and workplaces become cauldrons of banter and tension. There's a saying in the Northeast that perfectly captures the feeling. You can change your job. You can change your city. You can even change your wife, but you can never, ever change your football club. It's an identity you're born with. In recent years, the fixture has been absent. Sunderland's painful tumble down the leagues, followed by Newcastle's own struggles and eventual resurgence, has meant the derby has been a rare occasion. But absence doesn't make the heart grow fonder here. It makes the rivalry stronger. The longing for the fixture's return is palpable on both sides. Fans crave the adrenaline, the bragging rights, the sheer significance of it all. It's a shared history, a shared identity, defined by opposition. Leagues change, players come and go, fortunes rise and fall. But when tyne meets wear, something primal awakens. History is reawakened, old wounds are reopened, and new legends are forged. This isn't just football. It's about identity, industry, and a deep-seated pride that has defined a region for centuries. As the old saying goes, one region, two sides, and for those 90 minutes, absolutely no peace. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of football.